Welcome to another follow-up Friday. Really hope you enjoyed last week about referrals, how you can use a reverse referral to get a follow-up and be able to get some more engagement. So today what I wanted to talk about really quickly was newsletters and how you can use newsletters as a follow-up tool. Now, lots of us are used to getting newsletters coming in. We're used to either in focus, in insights, actual newsletters coming in that are really big and bulky. Some are really short and sweet, but actually we all end up on a newsletter feed somewhere. We do know that, and we all get them. They have a really good source of follow-up material within them. And I think newsletters are really good, and newsletters should be part of your strategy. They should be part of your strategy on a monthly, bi-monthly or quarterly basis. I do think that newsletters on a weekly basis is probably too much. In the odd occasion and the odd sector it probably works, but for me you just need to have some regular newsletters going out. But they need to be e-newsletters, so you're obviously sending them through email. They need to be interactive in the way that people can click on something. Most of all, they need to be educational and informative. And that's where a lot of people go wrong. It's too salesy. So for me in particular, you need to be able to look at, can you use your CRM system? So for us, we use HubSpot. Can you use some mailing software? Like MailChimp is probably a common one. Constant Contact, another as well. For us, we use HubSpot because it's all in one, so we don't need to use anything else. We can just put everything into there, and we're able to pull off clients' details and be able to use it from there. Now, within a newsletter, okay, the key here is about the engagement levels. So if you know who you're targeting, you can do multiple newsletters based on the sector they're in, so you can be a little bit more personalised. You could even do a newsletter to 5 people a month, or you can do it to 15,000 people a month. It doesn't matter, but you need to have a strategy around it. For me, the most important thing is to make sure it's nice, it's personal, but also it's got something that somebody wants to read. And that's the key thing here. If you've got something that somebody wants to read, they're going to click. If they click, you know you've got some engagement. So if they've clicked, you've got the engagement, and then you can go on again. So if you've got a follow-up pool that you're working on at the moment, now let's just say you're working on 5 or 6 proposals, you could just put those into one area. You could put them into one area, and then you can see if they click. If they click or they open, particularly if they open, then you know they've opened it. Obviously, if they click, then you can go, okay, well they've clicked, they've found some interest in there. And again, if you put something specific in there. Sales is all about time. It's about investment in time and then getting the return. So you can use a newsletter in a really good and clear way. People say to me with newsletters, shouldn't you have loads of images? I'm actually quite against images, and the reason I'm against it is so many more people now are opening up newsletters on their mobile devices. They just want to see what's being said and can they click on it. They don't want to see image after image after image. And you need to be clear on that. So actually make it look less dramatic in terms of wonderful photos everywhere, and actually just have it more to the point and what it's about. Make sure you've got a good headline as well. But you need to use newsletters. You can use them really strategically with people you're following up. We use them strategically in lots of different ways, so we can see when people click. When people click, they're likely to get another interaction from us, and that's why it's part of the sales process. But it's also a softer way of following up. Also on newsletters, and I'm a big fan of this, really encourage people to unsubscribe. Get them to unsubscribe, get them to not want your newsletters. If you do that, then they probably are not of interest to you. Okay, and that's a really good way to clean down things. You want people who engage with you, you want people who open the newsletters, and you want people who actually click. And you want people actually who you're going to want to sell to. So for me, I'm always keen on people unsubscribing, because it's like, fine, you know, that I've sifted people out. I only ever want to talk to people that I know are going to be right for us to do business with and who are the right decision maker. So from today, go and think about, could you do a newsletter? Could you put one together? More than happy to help you on that. So, you know, engage with me if you want some help on that as well. I talk about it a lot in my sales boot camps. And if you haven't signed up already, run a sales boot camp every month, free to sign up, free to attend. It's online. into your inbox every day across 5 days, and it takes you through how to do some of the sales processes. And I talk about newsletters in that as well. But go from today, do some of your homework, go and look at, could you write a newsletter? Nice little opening. Could you come up with a couple of really good informative pieces that could be on your website, and you could then actually start to work on so that you can get people to click on it. Also decide, are you going to do it monthly, bi-monthly or quarterly? I'd probably suggest, if you're just starting out, do it bi-monthly. Every couple of months do a newsletter. I hope you've enjoyed this today. Look forward to you joining me next time on Follow Up Friday.